Heckler disrupts parliamentary speech on grooming gangs, a controversial crossroads for Britain. In an unprecedented moment that underscores the gravity of contemporary political discourse, a heckler disrupted a parliamentary speech focused on grooming gangs during a debate on Muslim hate crime. This incident is not just a mere disruption, it is a betrayal of the very principles of open dialogue and accountability in a nation grappling with its identity. The implications of this clash are far-reaching, echoing the tumultuous debates surrounding Brexit and the deep divisions that continue to shape British society. As the speech unfolded, powerful political figures took to the floor, addressing an issue that has long been simmering beneath the surface. Grooming gangs, an issue that has ignited fierce debate and concern, were thrust into the spotlight once again. The heckler's outburst served as a stark reminder of the tension that pervades discussions on race, crime, and community relations in the UK. Critics argue that this interruption reflects a broader societal malaise, one that threatens to derail meaningful conversations about safety and justice. Many fear that the focus on grooming gangs is being overshadowed by the rhetoric of Muslim hate crime. This juxtaposition raises critical questions. Is the government genuinely committed to addressing the complexities of these issues, or is it merely playing politics with the lives of vulnerable communities? The urgency of this situation cannot be overstated. It is a once-in-a-generation opportunity for Parliament to confront uncomfortable truths and foster genuine reform. Historical precedents loom large over this debate. The aftermath of Brexit revealed deep fissures within British society, with communities polarised along lines of race, class, and ideology. If the government fails to navigate this current crisis with integrity, it risks further alienating the very constituents it seeks to serve. The stakes could not be higher, as influential figures like Home Secretary Suella Braverman and shadow ministers grapple with this topic. The question remains, will they rise to the occasion or succumb to political expediency? Public sentiment is rife with skepticism. Analysts warn that the government's approach to these sensitive issues may exacerbate divisions rather than heal them. Critics argue that a simplistic narrative surrounding grooming gangs could fuel xenophobia and undermine community cohesion. The British people, who have witnessed the fallout from past political missteps, are not easily fooled. They demand accountability and clarity in a landscape rife with misinformation and fear-mongering. The heckler's interruption was not merely a disruption, it was a symbolic act of defiance against a political elite perceived as out of touch. The country stands at a crossroads, faced with the challenge of reconciling its past with the urgent need for progress. As the debate rages on, it is essential to remember that the voices of the marginalized must not be silenced. This could mark a new era of influence, where the public, armed with knowledge and passion, holds its leaders accountable. In this fierce struggle for justice and truth, the stakes are personal. Families affected by grooming gangs have long sought recognition and justice, while others fear being swept up in a narrative that demonizes entire communities. The powerful rhetoric surrounding this issue demands careful scrutiny. It is not just about crime, but about the very fabric of British society. The narratives we choose to amplify will shape the future of this nation. As we grapple with these pressing issues, the call to action is clear. The British people will not forgive indifference or inaction. We must demand transparency, compassion, and a commitment to justice from our leaders. Engage in the conversation, educate yourself, and hold your representatives accountable. This is not just a political issue, it is a moral imperative. We are witnessing a pivotal moment in British politics. The consequences of inaction are dire, but together, we can forge a path forward that honors the complexity of our society. Join the movement for change, like, subscribe, and become part of a community that refuses to stand idly by. The fight for justice, understanding, and unity is one we must all undertake. Let us not forget, history is watching, and the future is ours to shape.